Alrighty, let's get started. Oh. I'm gonna set science rewards here to 20%, and we're gonna get started. Let's call this stream. This is gonna slow down my progress significantly. Let me turn down the ambient noise. It's way too loud. Turn that down. Okay. So let's get started. All the basic stuff to start with. Science. Do that. Gotta get the quick science, quick science. So when you're on 20% science, you gotta do every little thing to get as much science as possible. Alright, observe. Ever see look how little science I get from that? 0.6. Of course, gotta do the yay and surface samples. At some point, I need to get a second install this game with a little less mods. So right now, I have a lot of mods installed. Some don't work properly, so fresh install would do nicely at some point. Okay, with that, we can't even get anything else, so not even enough science to block one node. So let's quickly actually do our first flight. So many notifications going on today. Let's turn down the thrust on this thing so it's not too crazy. Back one. Okay. So what we're gonna do is launch this. I fucked up the staging. Great start. Classic. Classic. Always check your staging. Gonna fly it over towards the ocean. There's a biome over there. Woohoo! Okay. You think I can get away with this? Probably. Save just in case. See if I can get away with it. Perfect. got crew report flying over. I got crew report. Damn, that's not count for both. I guess I can just you know, get what I'm falling. Did that way. And time warp to the water. Go. Port surface sample, take data, store the data. Do this. You know, you can get multiple crew reports by if you take the data out of your capsule or an EVA. Otherwise, you have to overwrite existing ones. So, okay, there we go. First flight. Let's see how much science we get from that. Totals 9.2. 9.2. I can get us our first 2 nodes. Nice. So I'm starting to start thinking about getting next, probably. A rocket ship would be nice, but survivability would be good. Shield, so I can quickly speedrun to that. So we got that. Guess we can do science landed. Just normal on the flatlands. So I'm just gonna redo this flight, but go the other direction. Get the science data from on the ground over there. And after that, we can build a new craft and try to get some upper. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to revert. I should add my thermometer and stuff to this. 2 on there. Screw it. Let's just put 2 on there. Hello there. How's it going? I thought I might as well play some Kerbal while I wait for my laundry. What I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly over there. That direction as I flew to the water last time. And I forgot to check my staging again. Classic. Every time. Oh. Good. Glad to hear it. Just want to hop over here. Sit back and wait for this. Gonna be a lot of this for a little while until we can get some more nodes unlocked. And we can start having some fun. Okay. Let's do the risky time. Fun doing that. Nice. Nice. Get from the gently. bonk. A surface sample, an EV report. Take this. That. Log this, and I can log another crew report. Perfect. See how much that gets us. $10. Okay. Need a minimum 15 to get survivability. So now let's try to get some upper atmosphere science, I guess. Hopefully throw that on. Look at these tanks. I think these are one of the technically I shouldn't really have these size tanks yet, but one of the mods, I guess, for some reason unlocks them. I don't think they're really different than just me putting multiple of these. Let's see. Seems about right. Should I use these, or should I stick with stock stuff, stock progression? Good. I have the. No. When do I unlock the? Save that. When do I unlock the little container thing? Or what it's called? When you can press the you can store all your science in. Which one is that one in? Probably. Ah, here it is. Yeah, under basic science. So I have to get there because that makes it so much easier. So I don't have to get in and out to take the crew reports and do multiple. I can just right click on this thing, click take all. That's nice when you get that unlocked. Trying to maximize as much science from your crew reports. It's very useful. I'm gonna say no to those modded items. I'm just gonna use these. I'll make them all white. And let's put swivel. And let's get a thumper. This thing doesn't flip. So I can put some basic fins on the bottom. That should work. Definitely enough to give you some nice upper atmosphere data. Anything else on? I don't have anything else I really need to put on, so oh. Next staging. That should be all good. Lock to it. Alright, let's get some of that upper atmosphere data. Then we should be able to get our heat shields and we can do our orbits. Jebediah. I did forget to do a log temperature on the pad, so let me just do that. Right. Just gonna do a little arch. Streams look good. Settings are all good, it looks like. lot of thrust. Oh, don't flip. Ow, mother. I knew that was gonna happen. I might have to do something stupid and make it put some more fins on the upper stage. It's kind of stupid, but gotta love aerodynamics in this game. You gotta love it. Besides, I'm gonna flip. At least have them lined up. Try this again. Ooh. My throttle. Oh crap, and I forgot to log the damn speedometer again. Be a little less aggressive with the turn as well, since the dynamics were weird last time. Upper atmosphere, perfect. See if I can get away with this. Got an EVA. Damn. Actually made it to a orbital trajectory, so we can grab our first space near data. Or yet. Barely see that line. There we go. Okay. Won't be going fast enough to need the heat shield. It'll be fine. Inside view. That was quick. Holy smokes. Did it somehow survive hitting the ground, the debris? Split into two? Huh. This should be our most science so far. See what we're at. $23. Perfect. Now I can get survivability. Honestly, maybe even going straight to basic science if possible. Might be a good move. Just from the extra science I can get from the Science Junior and the... is there anything else? Basically the Science Junior, yeah. Might try to beeline for that. Try to just use the parts that I have until... So now... redesign this. Put a service module here. Put the goo inside. I'll leave the thermometers on there. Then I'll put the heat shield on the bottom of that. Here's a little trick for you. If you put less ablator on it, it actually weighs less, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, if you look down here, I'm in the way, but down here, one ablator costs, weighs 1 kilogram. So you save a little weight by fuel, therefore fuel by lowering that. Got one of these weird modded parts called the Pug. It's kind of like the Terrier engine. It's got a better ISP than a swivel. It's in the I think slightly better. That might be better for the orbital missions. Yeah, look at all that Delta V. Once again, I just gotta try not to flip it when I'm launching. Aerodynamics suck. This thing's gonna wobble like crazy, isn't it? It's so funny. I don't have auto strut yet. Look how long this thing is. Long boy, long boy. That should be enough. Probably. I put a shit ton of these so it doesn't fucking. Woo! When I'm trying to do my gravity turn. Okay. Let's try it. Give it a try. this before I forget again. Okay. A little bit of wobble. Nothing crazy though. Really need to get over though. I just don't want to flip it. Going a bit fast for the height I am. Let me slow down my throttle. It's really hard to turn. Come on. There we go. I'm getting these damn pings from. It's up a little bit. Doing a flyby? I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. Still only have like the little fuel tanks. You probably could. Might be a bit wobbly though. It's kind of funny looking. I don't have any like radial decouplers or anything. That's the only things I have unlocked right now are like the first two and then survivability. I basically only got like heat shields unlocked. Picked the circulars over here. And what I'm going to do is going to be very boring. Very boring. I'm going to do the crew report scumming. Every little tiny bit of science. I need it. 20% science. So, just going to keep doing crew reports over every possible biome I can in orbit. Once I get my orbit fully set up, that is. Gotta warp up here. One thing about having all these lighting mods, all these graphics mods, I cannot see the ground. I cannot see the ground, so I don't know which biome I'm over. Oh, it's not port scumming, it's EVA port scumming. My bad. Still above the wall. How much science am I going to get if I do a mystery? 0.5. I'll take it. I'll save this one for wherever I land. Hopefully a new biome. I'm not going to really try to aim for anyone. Maybe I will, but won't be too upset if I don't land where. Ooh, there's a highlands. Oh yeah, that's right. I can look right here. I just need to watch this right here. That biome switches to one I have been over. That grasslands. Report. Just 1.6 science every time I do that. Just gotta keep doing it. Add up. Highlands again. And I didn't have to do the same thing for the moon. This is really how you get as much as possible. Badlands. What was that? Did I manage to grab that? No, it didn't. Dang it. I just missed the Badlands there. It could be hard to get when you're on the equator. Mountains. Oh, it's back to Highlands again. Come on. Show me mountains. Show me mountains. Right here. Oh, grassland. Highlands, 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 grassland. Shores. I don't think I have shores. Grasslands again, dang it. So it's always as soon as I click, it goes, oh! Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I have plenty of fuel to do that, so I definitely will. There we go. There's the shores. Fly over there real quick. Be able to get some mountains here. Desert. That's like all the easy ones I can get. Like I said, there's the Badlands, but I can really grab. I think I will go up to high above real quick and grab some signs up there. Or high above. Too bad I can't EVA report thing up here. I can do this. I see all I can now until I get more science, or whatever you want to call them. All right. Could technically fly by the moon, but I don't have any streets left, so the orbits. See how much science I get here and what I can unlock, and then I'll probably go to the moon. Alrighty. Right. Predictions on the amount of science we got. Sure. I'm trying to think, maybe like I'm guessing maybe 15? 15? 20? Not sure. Grab some extra science. Bonk. Oh, Jab, don't get run over. Whoa! Oh, let it roll away. Okay. Let's go flying. Yep, can you get back in for me? Yeah. Alright, the monitor just went black for a second. Sick. Freak Bob. Freak Bob. Let's see how much science we got. Freak Bob. Freak Bob. Oh, like 25 science. That's pretty good. I'm almost basic science. Yeah, I think I should ignore these for now. Straight to basic science so I can get the science junior. That's the path. That's the path. Some slight modifications to this thing. Make it even longer. just make it longer. That should perfectly fine. I think. Freak Bob, son. Redward daughter. Bob's your. Alright, moon. Let's see the moon. I didn't really pay attention if it's enough to orbit the moon. Definitely enough to fly by. Let's find out. One way to find out, and that's to try. Yeah, just add stories. Like, I try not to go too overboard. Sometimes, you know, you just don't care, and it's like, let's just add more boosters. Add more boosters. Add more boosters, and I'll definitely be able to get there. Wobble, wobble. Look at it wobble. Woo. Definitely possible. Definitely a possibility. Not sure how well you can hear me over this rocket, but yeah, definitely a possibility. What are you doing, dog? The dogs are all excited. Gotta check my timer. Okay, we're good. Now my thrust rate ratio sucks really bad on this part, but fine. Might speed this part up a little. Okay. Once I get to orbit, I'll figure out if we're gonna orbit the moon or just fly by it. I think I should have enough fuel to orbit. Maybe we'll see if my mods want to play along, because I always have an issue with one of the visual mods that causes the surface of planets to be a bit too dark. So we'll see if that happens. Yeah, lovely little pug. It's overlooked. Oh yeah, we should definitely have enough fuel to orbit the moon. Moon, moon, moon. Moon goon. I think we should have enough to orbit. Famous last words. Thanks enough. Surprisingly equatorial. How do I want to do this? Do I have enough? Probably. Yeah, that is true. Very true. What, Lucy? What is the matter? Surely. Surely I have enough fuel for that. 500. 300. Oh, but it should be enough. Famous last words. Like I said, always quick save just in case. don't have enough. Probably good. 46, really? Can I tune that down a little bit? Or halfway, maybe. Okay. Damn. Well, damn. Get way down here and get very much feel at all. Nice close up. I'm on about like 20, 25. Let's do it. Yeah, it's just when I like to fly in the moon, I like to fly. I like going around that way. I know it can be more fuel efficient to do the other way, but I just like it that way. Just a preference. I probably have. I think I have enough. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect amount of fuel. Thank. I keep saying that. I think. 60. Think that's enough? How? Where does close to? Anybody know? Bounds. Low Mun orbit. 60. 60. Okay. That's what Google says. Let's find out. I can save a little fuel by not going all the way down. 250, 230. I think that's enough. A quick save just in case. Oh, and before I start doing all my science, I'll make sure I'll create a new node to check and see if I have enough fuel. After I circularize, but let me do my science here first. Do not remove helmet. That's not what I meant to press. So high. Oh, that reminds me of that breakdancing, the EVA pack. That would be a good one to unlock too. The EVA science. Yeah. Should be enough. 230. That should be. Oof. Oof. So close. Let's see. Is there any possible way? It's like really that close. Damn. Yeah. I really don't want to have to do that. I really don't want to have to push it. How many meters per second short am I? Like 30? Oh. Well, I really don't want to do the push of shame, so I'll rather do the flyby of shame. I'll just come back when I got my once I got the Science Junior. Just have to adjust this for a flyby. What's the best way to convert this into a turn trajectory? That's a good question. Because I'm not in a very good trajectory to do a return. That is true. Too late now. Too late. I would have tried that if I would have. Man, really, is it gonna really mess me up that much? I still want to go low to get the most amount of science, but trying to get a return trajectory would be a bit annoying. What the heck just happened? What was that? I guess I could. Just gotta keep it less than 50, and then I could do it. I don't need the moon popped up on there. Okay. I get a close flyby, that's me at least not an escape velocity. Not really. Well, this is a bummer. Bit of a bummer moment. I'll just settle with a high flyby for now. Because I'm in for the all tediousness of collecting all the science in 20%, but trying to squeeze in the orbit and return a little too much. I'll just play it safe for now. I'll just get my high above science. And we return. I'll for sure make this next time. I'm gonna for sure make sure that we have enough fuel. Just 30 meters per second short. Like, you know, it's just one of those things where if I were a little more efficient, like just on the ascent, I would be able to do the orbit. Just wasn't quite enough. Might as well just do this. There we go. Write my own free return. No, it's not free. Not at all free. Free moon, I'm gonna come back for you. All right. The return of shame. Kaboom! I'm gonna have to switch over my laundry in the dryer in a little bit. A little science there. So not as much science as I hoped for this mission, since I was 30 meters per second short of be able to orbit and return. Damn, that was loud. Oh, come on! Oh, did you see that? Okay, that was a little dangerous there. My parachute did not deploy in time for some. I managed to survive. Do I have a log from in the water? So, but might as well check. Oh, I don't. Nice. Spider on the wall over there. Spider. What are you doing? Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Science Junior. One thing I don't like about the Science Junior is way too big. It's just way too big. Noodles with free. Oh yeah. Some instant ramen. I want some ramen. Okay. Let's modify this slightly. And we'll be able to do it. I don't feel like lugging the Science Junior back, so I'm just gonna put it on part of the second stage I was gonna be disposed of. So I think one way I can make this a little better is, because the ISP kind of sucks on the pug in atmosphere, I can use that as little as possible in the atmosphere. That would be nice. So I still don't have any. That's one thing. I still don't have any side decouplers. Ugh. I don't have any side decouplers, so if I add any boosters, they're just gonna have to be hauled up there. I'll just have to deal with the added weight. Always added one more of these. How did that? I wonder. No, I have these fuel tanks that are bigger. They're like a modded one, but I don't want to use them yet because like only stock size ones I have are these ones. Like these, it kind of feels a bit cheesy using these ones. But I could use. Only benefit of doing that is they'll be like less wobbly. Or could be a little less wobbly. Forget which mod this even is. I just have too many mods installed. It's true. One thing I was wondering is if I put... Does this have enough thrust to rate ratio? It does, but it's not very much. It's not very much meters per second added. It's enough meters per second added, though. Like I said, I was only 30 meters per second short at 300. That could be a possibility. Or an option. That should work. So like I said, I only need 30, right? Yeah, I definitely could add. I could definitely add multiple just to make for sure certain that I will indeed make it to the moon. That's a lot of thrust to rate ratio, though. Crazy. I don't think I have any noses that fit, no. So what I'll do is I'll just turn down the thrust on these so they're not too crazy. I set this for 60. There you go. Now the thrust ratio isn't too. Yeah. Run out at the same time and drop them. It's definitely enough fuel. No. Make sure my staging's all good. What mods am I running? Good question. A lot. not too many, but enough where I don't really know exactly which mods. Of course, I got like Kerbal Engineer and that sort of stuff, and Stockalite, various visual mods like E and Scatterer, Waterfall, Volumetric Clouds. I have various parts mods like the ones that add like more station parts. I got some like near future mods. So there's quite a few. This time, we will orbit the moon. No ifs, ands, or buts. We will orbit. Why is it playing out of mostly my right ear? Messing with me. Wobble wobble. And I can't wait for some bigger field tanks and some auto strut. Just want to fight the wobble. Oof. 6 minutes, I gotta go and switch over to laundry real quick. Then at some point, I'm gonna have to do the do all those other missions I did with the Science Junior over again. Either that, or bring a scientist with me to constantly reset it. I'll probably do that. Maybe I'll do that off stream, because that's kind of retreading the same grounds. Oh yeah, look at all that fuel. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I guess I can continue. I'm gonna do this. A little bit. Not the most efficient, but all that extra fuel I have from modification. That's fine. Look how much fuel I'm gonna have when I'm gonna circularize. I'm gonna have for 2,000 meters per second. Plenty of fuel. Went over a little bit. That's fine. Maybe I should have brought a scientist. Oops. I wasn't paying attention there. Mm-hmm. bring it out a little bit, so I'm going to do a slight little course correction burn. I'll probably bring down the preaps a little bit. Get it more on the... After this burn, switch over to laundry. Hey there. I'll say hello. Oh. Correct me too much now. Oh, careful, Cody. Oh! Yeah. His leg got caught in the on my headphone cord for a second. Funny dog, funny dog. Finish this burn. Not the best time to pick up your dog and be like, hello. We set up this, then laundry. Will burn. It's like 2. Alright, right back. Oh! Hey. Chair's stuck. There we go. I am back. There it is. There's the moon. Nice. And I bet there's an 80% chance that my graphical mods will start glitching out once we reach the dark side of the moon. It loves doing that. For some reason. Then I have to go and like the I have to go through this and like try to figure out how to fix it whenever it happens. Get all that fuel. I probably could land on the moon if I wanted to, but I wouldn't be able to get back. Wouldn't be able to leave. Stuck. I'm on camera. There we go. Okay. So, now that we're at the moon, I'm gonna do the same thing I did. The orbit around Kerbals. That's the little EVA reports. So I can do one right here above the Midlands. I can get back in. Just watch this right here. Wait for it to say something like Highlands or Lowlands. EVA. 4.8 size each time I do that. Midland craters. 4.8 size. Rinse and repeat. Lens, already got that. Lens. Oh yes, of course. This is what I was talking about. But I said my graphics love to glitch out on the dark side of the moon. Like, look at this. What the hell? I don't know why it does it either. It's like, why you do this to me? That kind of fixed it. Still like pitch black, but I don't have the weird. I don't have. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Anybody know why this happens? 'Cause I have no idea. I always sit here and mess with this for like ever until I figure out why. Maybe it's not neat. I know it's in one of these settings. I think it's waterfall that causes it. Why'd you do this to me? I really need to figure out what setting I need to change each time this happens. Like, create a note. Like, hey, when this happens, do this. Definitely something to do with Chroma's visual pack, because whenever I change On the configs, it flashes for a second. I don't know which one. Who knows? I don't get why it does. Oh. Yes! I figured it out. I figured it out. Alright. So if you ever have this issue for some reason, that's Astronomer's Visual Pack. Go to Clouds Manager, go to Stock, go to Lighting, and just click Apply, and it fixes. Why does it do that? I don't know. Now I can return to my science. Islands. Far East Crater. See if I can grab this canyon. There we go. Try to do this over all the biomes I can. Got most of them. Just a few craters I gotta fly over. Dang it. Just jumped over the Midland craters twice there. Come back around for that. Of course, I don't have this one yet. Like, technically, the same craft definitely easily can go to a Mimus. Probably even land on Mimus and come back. Could do that next, or see what I unlock. If I can get more science stuff to unlock, come back to them. I have like all of them, except like readers now. At least for the easy ones to get, ones that are on Waiter. Give me Midland Craters. Come on. Fly all the way. These Midland Craters, I swear. Past here, there should be Midland Craters. Um, Midland Crater, come on. Oh, it was there for a second. Come on. I just give up on Inland Craters for now. I give up on Inland Craters. It does not want to obey right now. I'll come back for him another time. So I'll be coming to the moon plenty of times. Be here plenty of times. Get 30 or so. Plenty of fuel. Gotta remember to grab the science out of that before I decouple. I'll grab the 0.1 or 0.2 science from that. It's collect. One. 20% science. Yeah, I played through science mode so many times that I'm like, I need some restrictions. I think 20% science returns is a good go. I just need to be a little more resourceful. Should get a nice chunk of science from this. Oh, I need to set a timer on my phone. I don't forget about the lock. I was just like a tree. A tree there and a tree way over there. Do I have scatter on? Scatter, where would scatter be? Can you even change scatter on the there? You have to do it on the main menu. I might have to do it on the main menu. I think at one point I might have turned it off so I can find the ground science things. Got all the science I need from here. Let's see what I got. Nice. 80. Science. Okay. Um. Honestly, this might be worth it. If I can... That might be worth... Prioritizing the science I can get for science is very important. Where's like the gravioli at? Where's that unlock at again? Atmosphere thing is here. It's over here. Ravioli. Honestly, I might... I'm fine with the parts I have now to do moon and mist stuff. So, it might be worth it to go space exploration just to get... Space exploration? Or is it... miniaturization. Just to get the EVA experiments. Or science there. Yeah. So let me quickly find a way to get 7 science. I haven't done any. Woo. I haven't done any science junior experiments anywhere besides the moon. So that Bob. Let's go back to this one and I'll just slap the Mr. Go on it. Science Junior, not Mr. Q. Yep. I forgot I had the mod that added radials. Ooh. Got these now. This is one of the most handy little things. Kerbal Space Program. One of the most overlooked parts is this, the experiment storage unit. I love it. As you know, you can only store 1 crew report in your command module. But if you get out of your command module, right click on it and click take, and then you go back in and put the reports back in, then do a new report. Well, having this will save you from having to get in and out. You can just right click on this, click take all, and you can do another report just like that. So it's very useful in that. So yeah, let's just get some Science Junior stuff real quick. And we should have enough to get the EVA. And the EVA thing lets us do stuff while landed, while in low orbit, and in high orbit. So that's another thing we can do. Our science. First, oh, I forgot to put what's his name in. Let's quickly cover, grab that science, and we're gonna put. Forget, is it? I can't remember which one it is. Is Bill or Bob the scientist? One's which? Bill's the engineer, right? I think. Yeah. Bill's the engineer, so yeah, Bob's the scientist. Bob is your uncle. Honestly, I might not even fly to orbit. I might just do a suborbital trajectory because all I want to get from this flight. Actually, I'll do. Fuck it. I'll go orbit. I have Bob. I can reset things. All right, Bob. Let's get that little tiny bit of science we need to get the node we want. I'm not going to use it here. I'm gonna save it until I get to the upper atmosphere. Then I can do another flight where I can easily just take off immediately and conduct. So I'll get the... I guess I could also get the flying and Kerbin when I'm parachuting down. That makes sense. I'll get the upper atmosphere, low orbit, upper, or high above, what it's called. Yeah, high above orbit. Flying and landing. The science junior. And that should put me over 90 science. Slowly get ourselves up there. Rest of weight isn't great. Yeah. You are science. Point one. It adds up. So now let me just get us into a high orbit. Up here. Grab this. Store the... Okay. Now I can... turn. That's right. I was thinking that I could use the science studio when I'm landing the parachute, but remember that I decouple it. Never mind. Never mind that part. And get any science. Point forward. A little more science. Every piece counts. Don't worry, there was just the second stage exploding. Really, you should get away with like 50 later. Save another 50 kilos. Got Highland stuff. Jeb is Bob. Bob. What exploded there? The mystery goose exploded somehow. How does that happen? Cover your... And that should be enough. Nice. Woo! Yo, now we got our miniaturization unlocked, so we get our EVA experiments kit. So that means more science. So... let's start off by just doing this real quick. Just gonna have him play some golf on the launch pad. And then we'll do... I'll do another moon mission, this time to just use the EVA experiments. So that'll be quick. Bonk. We got 1.5 science. I think now that I got like the EVA science unlocked, the next would be start unlocking like some of the basic rocketry stuff. I can have less wobble and hopefully get some radial decouplers unlocked. Okay, this is my little moon rocket. I am going to bring Bob instead. So we can reset the Science Junior. So let's get rid of model propellant, or I remember. That saves us 40 kilos. Don't really need batteries or anything. Right, to the moon. Mun. Moon mun. Well, I'm gonna need to do the EVA science. Low orbit Kerbal, high orbit Kerbal, high orbit moon, orbit moon. And also do the Science Junior for the moon. I think this might be the last mission of this stream. I might do a little more off cam, some of the more boring stuff. Except that starts getting repetitive. Won't like make you endure that. Like when I get like the gravioli detector, the native gravioli detector, just like the EVA reports, that can be done in low orbit above all the biomes. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the EVA reports with the gravioli monitor around Kerbin, the mud, mid-miss, etc. Except when I do a mid-miss, I'm gonna do both through the EVA reports and the gravioli, because I haven't done that yet. So that kind of stuff I'll do off stream. Woo! Can't wait until I unlock the Terrier. I like this little pug, but its thrust is abysmal. Good enough now. Get ourselves in orbit. We can do our first EVA science in low orbit. All right, Bob. Spin around for me. Woo! Oh, 5 science. Target the moon or bun. Whatever you prefer. Rough approach. Change. Turn. Fix the inclination. Okay. Bring it in, bring it in. Okay. Well, I'm up here high above. Let's write a little EVA science. Seven and a half. I think I have enough now to unlock one of those nodes. There it is. I actually want to warp to that, but yeah, I want to warp up to here so I can get the EVA science up high. Oh. Science. I forgot to put the science container in there. Collect and restore that. Collect and restore this. Yay, science. Let's see how much we get for this. $10. Decent. Hop back in. Go down and circularize. Oh, yeah. Fix my thrust limiter. Okay, now we can go. Oops. Need to press that. Collect, restore. EVA science. $15. Oh, I'm basically done here unless I can grab that Midlands Creators while I'm here. I think it's around here, isn't it? There we go. Oh, I thought, what? I thought I didn't grab Midland Craters. Yes, I guess I did get it. Oh, time to return back to Kerbal. As I said, this is going to be the last flight of the stream. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, whether you watched live or in the VOD. We got a good 5 minutes until then. And to return back to Kerbal, see what we can unlock, and then that'll be the end for today. Oh, past it, that's fine. I'll see whatever science I can grab on the way there. Every scrap counts. I bet I can grab some science I can grab on high orbit here. Yeah, point this, point that from the mystery goos and such. Collect, reset. A little more science. More science. Alrighty. Bam! Bam! Oh, we're flying right over the Kerbal Space Center. It's actually just kind of like a slow down a lot by just opening this thing. A little more science. Alright, let's see what we can unlock before we get off. So we made some good progress so far. Let's see. 56 up to 70 science. I can finally start getting some actual rocket parts. I beeline for basic science and miniaturization. Now I can actually get some radials. Bigger fuel tanks. Can't quite get the next level, just short. But one little trip to Minmus, or even landing on the moon, would solve that pretty quickly. Yeah. So I guess the next steps would be that. The next step, I will go to Minmus. I don't have any landing legs yet, but you don't really need landing legs to land on Min. Gotta be careful not to tip over. But maybe you'll go to Minmus and land, or maybe I'll just go to Minmus and just do all the science I can while in orbit. Come back, but Minmus is pretty forgiving without landing legs, so maybe I'll try for landing. Just don't want it. You don't want the landing craft to be too like all. No, we want it to be less likely for it to tip over. Make it a short boy. You don't want to be a tall, slim boy. We want short and girthy. Okay, I'll keep it flipping. You won't need landing legs on them if you do that. So yeah, I guess the next thing I should unlock. Oh yeah, definitely advanced rocketry. Get the Terrier. Terrier is like twice the thrust as the Pug, and it's more efficient than the Pug. See, the Pug is 330 in vac with a thrust of 25 in vac. Terrier is 60 thrust, so more than twice. Reach 45, which is it. Say more fuel efficient, more than twice more powerful. Let's see. I guess the only advantage that the Pug has over the Poodle is it's kind of two. One of the advantages is that what the Pug has is it's more efficient at sea level than the atmosphere. 150 at sea level versus 85. It's like almost twice as efficient sea level than the Terrier. And it's one interesting thing about the Pug, it also has its own fuel source in it. 18 liquid fuel. So that's kind of like quarter of what's in really small ones. Anyways, guys. Woo, give me a little more stretch. Woo! Oh. Anyways, guys. Thanks for joining me. We'll continue where we left off. Either Saturday or Sunday. So I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye.